All right, I'm often asked what to do with this big cage, the True Stretch. Again, it stabilizes your body so you can get more mobility in your joints. It helps correct imbalances. And I want to show you the basics and the foundation today. So the first thing we want to do is kind of just improve the motion from the bottom up. So from the ankle first. So putting my foot straight on here, I'm going to toe in the back foot and just drive my knee kind of forward and in, making sure this heel stays on the ground. So it's just kind of simple rotations, maybe 8 or 10 of each. And then I'm going to go forward with the opposite knee for 8 or 10 reps. And then the last part is rotation here. So I'm kind of working that foot and ankle in 3 planes of motion, or all phases of gait. And then do the opposite side. If you notice one side is much tighter than the other, then do twice as much on the tight side, okay? Part 2, I'm going to go for the hamstrings. So I'm going to place my foot kind of internally rotated or pointed toed in. And then I'm going to put this foot straight up here. So my leg's staying straight, I'm going to lean forward and really get a good deep hamstring and calf stretch. And just move the hips side to side to end range on both sides. And that's going to stretch the hamstrings and calves. And then once you've done 8 to 10, go ahead and reach up and then rotate as you lean forward. So use that arm and really reach it all the way through. 8 to 10 on one side, repeat on the other side. And again, if one side's tighter than the other, do twice as much on the tight side. Part 3 of this, again, staying toed in here on the bottom. I'm going to place my foot either on this platform or this platform, depending on where you're comfortable. But you want to kind of create an L with your leg. So this is kind of really straight out and straight across a 90-degree angle, and drive the hips forward. And it's just my hips moving as far forward and backward as I can. 8 to 10 times, stay forward, and then go side to side, and then rotation. Again, driving that opposite arm. So let me just show you on the other side so you know what it looks like. If I'm here, again, keeping my bottom foot planted and toed in, 8 to 10 reps, forward and backwards, side to side, and then rotation. You're going to feel this all on that posterior hip or glute, and really get a good deep stretch there, which gets so tight in so many people, and that causes back pain and knee pain later on. So again, if one side's tighter than the other, twice as much on the tight side. So those are the first 3. Then grab a knee pad for yourself, and we'll do the front of the hip. So one foot's off the platform, one foot's up here, and the knee is on that resting kind of pad. If my knee is down, I'm just going to drive the arm and the hips up and back to get a really good stretch of that front part of your hip. And I'll actually show you the other side as well. Again, forward and backwards. But you also want to do these 3-dimensionally. So as you go forward and backwards, and you're going to hold it and go side to side with the hips, and then draw circles with your hips. So you really get each joint in all 3 planes of motion. So those are 4 key simple exercises to get started with. Let me show you one a little more complicated, and we'll finish this off. This one feels the best. So if you're going to toe in and kind of get into a runner's position with the right foot forward. So in that runner's position, I'm going to reach my right arm as if I was running, but I'm going to go all the way across. I'm going to take the left hand and just kind of reach and lean. Good 8 to 10 times, nice deep stretches. Once I've done 8 or 10, I'm going to grab either here or here, wherever you can kind of grab that you're leaning to the right. And now I'm going to take my right arm and rotate to the left. Again, 8 or 10 times to really twist that spine. And then if you can, grab both bars and drive your hips forward. And this feels really, really good along the rib cage, along your hips and your core. And this opens up the whole body. So that's just kind of a beginner and starting way to start using this equipment. I think I'll even add another one. There are these angled bars here, if you can reach them, and then lean forward and really stretch out the shoulders and chest, toe in, and then just drive the opposite foot back and forth to get that good stretch across the shoulders. So there you have it. The True Stretch is truly a great way to increase circulation, increase mobility in the joints. Just throughout your day, it's going to wake you up. So if you have access to it, get on it.